Hello there, this is your girl Nye, and this is the core of me. Hello, how you doing? I know it's been a really long time. Yeah, so it's been like 2 years since I made a video, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna do like a get ready with me, life update, lock update type thing, and then talk about the future of this channel. So first of all, Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great New Year's and holiday season. I know 2020 was tough for most of us, but hopefully it wasn't too bad and you're doing well. I'm doing well, and I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, but it's literally been like 2 years, and I still got like 100 new subscribers in those 2 years. So if this is this is the first time you're really seeing me, then hello, how are you? And what I have right now is I have these large braids in my hair to do a braid out. I actually never did a braid out on my locks before. I usually do twist outs when I want like some crinkles. So hopefully this is it's gonna come out cute. I didn't do a full retwist. I only retwisted the locks in my front and along my part, and then the rest of my hair is not retwisted, as you can see. My roots are still really puffy because I did not retwist those. So what have I been up to? My locks are now 5 years old. So my locks turned 5 a couple weeks ago. So today is January 2nd. And so my locks turned 5 years old sometime in December, like December 14th or something like that. So I am 5 years locked. About 2 years ago, I finished my master's degree in education. My goal was to teach high school theater and maybe also teach middle school and high school algebra. My son got his diagnosis of autism, and he got accepted into an ABA school, which conflicted with my future work schedule at a job that I got teaching math and doing theater. I had to turn down that job because it conflicted with my new work schedule. Through my son's journey, it was a long journey on him even getting services. Like, it took us about like a year and a half from us wanting for him to get assessed to him actually receiving services. And it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and trying to find the right service. It was just, and then trying to find a service that accepted our health insurance. That was also a good fit for him, was like another challenge. So I got inspired to look to see what it would take to become a board certified behavior analyst. So I did that, and at that time I already had my degree in education, and I was getting ready to go to my graduation. So I looked that up and I saw that it really wouldn't take that much longer. I'd have to do one more year of schooling and then do some field work hours to get, and then have to take an exam. So I was like, I could do that, and it kind of aligned more of what I really love to do. I love to teach, but I don't really care about teaching academics very much. I love teaching life skills and theater and art and different things like that. It just resonated more with me that I can actually teach daily living skills for kids. So now I completely switched careers. Sorry about that, my son's playing with toys in the closet. Also, I completely changed careers. I was an academic counselor for a college program at the local university. So I went ahead and I did the year of extra classes that I had to take in applied behavior analysis. And then I switched careers to working in ABA. So right now I'm working as an RBT, and I'm completing my hours for the certification. Well, my goal is to be by the end of 2021 that I'll have my behavior analyst license. So I'll be done with my hours around June, and then I will start studying for the exam, and hopefully I will pass the exam by the end of the year. So after I get my behavior analyst license, then I'm going to get my license in expressive art therapy because I really love theater. So I want to use theater and art and self-expression with a little bit of behavior analytical strategies to help kids with autism. So that's what my goal is. So I'm going to start my own organization after I get both of my licensures. For a long time, I actually wanted to change direction of this channel because I feel like I got to a point in my lock journey where not much really changed in my locks. So it was kind of hard to, think of topics to talk about. Kind of just stopped doing that, and plus I got really busy with school and being a mom. I had to take a break from it because I was already pretty stretched, pretty thin, So with this channel, I want to do monologues and talk about social issues that's going on in our country, which I think is like a perfect time right now because America is going through like a revamp, a rebranding, as you can say, when it comes to race relations, healthcare, how we treat people with disabilities and all that jazz. I want to kind of start, marketing my business this way, and maybe also provide some drama therapy services online as well. So I am gonna start doing monologues on this channel and maybe do a few lock updates here and there, but I think it's gonna be mostly geared towards autism and theater. So I've actually wanted to do that for a while, but I've been nervous to do that because the internet can be so cruel. Like I like doing live performances because one, you get I never really get bad feedback anyway with live performances, but you just never know. And people can be really cruel online. You could be really awesome and people will find bad things to say. So, and it's kind of hard when people pick apart your art and your self-expression. So I've been really hesitant on doing that, but I think I'm ready to go ahead and take a stab at it. Hopefully you guys will like that. So hopefully you guys will stick around and watch my monologues and stuff. I would love for you guys to stick around. I know most of you guys are here because of my lock journey. But hopefully mental health, behavior, and autism, and discussions about social issues in monologues are equally as appealing to you guys, that you guys want to stick around a little bit. I also became a foster parent in these last 2 years as well. So I'm hoping to buy a building for my business in 2 years, or about 2.5 years. Once I get all of my certifications done, then I will be looking for a small building to buy. I don't want to rent a building because I don't know, I just always never really believe in renting when you can buy. So I have decent credit, and I am right now, what me and my husband are going to do is we are going to go ahead and apply for an LLC and work on building our business credit. So because we want the building to be under the business name and not our own personal name. So we're gonna build the business credit so that the business can buy a small building and grow from there. I just don't believe in renting if you can buy, you know what I'm saying? Buy something, because even if we don't plan on being there forever and we want to buy something bigger, then we can rent that space out or sell it and make a profit, or hold on to it and do something else with it. Who knows? I don't know. I just believe in why rent if you can buy. I mean, renting is not bad if that's where you want to start, but that's just not how our mentality has been with our own personal lives. I'd rather live with a family member than rent. And that's what I did after I graduated college with my bachelor's. I stayed with my mom and saved up money and took even like first time home buyer courses and stuff to make sure that I was preparing myself to buy a home. So that's what I plan to do. Our target audience are going to be low income Black and brown students, because they're the ones that get the short end of the stick the most. Kids who can afford services, to pay cash for services, get decent help out there. But the black and brown kids, especially the low income kids or kids in the foster care system, those are the ones that get the short end of the stick. So that's the population that I want to serve the most. So I do plan on starting my business in the low income area in Las Vegas, where I live. I also want a vocational program to go with it as well. So I do want to do the expressive art therapy to help, people heal emotionally in our communities, and then also help them learn, daily living skills, things that they need, in order to be functioning adults in society, teaching them those things, and helping their parents find the right accommodations for them in order to succeed in life. And then I also want to do a vocational program for teenagers and young adults affected by autism and the foster care system as well. So that's my whole vision, and I am gonna go for it once I get these certifications so I can be marketable out there, and also provide some online services as well. And all of the proceeds that I make from the vocational program, and all the proceeds that I'll make from this channel and online services are all gonna get poured back into providing the expressive art therapy to the community, because I want it to be free or very, very close to being free. So that's my vision. It's hard out there, to try to find the right health insurance that will cover some of these services. And if you find a service that really will work for your child, they might not take your insurance. You have to try to pay out of pocket, and it's a lot. So what families end up doing is relying on the school district to provide the services, which the school district is stretched thin and can't properly provide all the services that the kids really need. Looks really pretty. I like that. But yeah, so they're 5 years old now. And I've actually combined some locks too. So all the locks that have like these little gold pieces are locks that have been combined. And it looks like this one snapped. So this one, I actually combined these two and it looked like this one snapped and fell off. You see how those were twisted together? But it's okay, because I think they've been combined for about a year, so they have been combined for this much. So there's still one lock, so if it unravels, I'm not too worried about it. So I did combine some of my locks because I felt like some of the ones in the front and the ones in the back were really small, and I actually wanted like medium-sized locks, but I was kind of scared to make them too big. So I made them a little bit smaller than what I wanted, and wanted to wait till my locks matured to see what I wanted to do. So I ended up combining some. So all the ones with the little gold charms at the bottom, those have all been combined. Like these two have been combined. And that one too are locks that have been combined. And I have a lot in the back, like the whole back row. Those locks have been combined. So I started with about 140 locks. And I think I'm down to like 128 because I've combined so many. The ones in my middle are pretty large, so I won't be combining those because those are a nice size. Yeah. So there are some that are still kind of small, but there's no lock next to it to combine them, so I just have to leave them alone and just have a few small ones. So this is how the braid out came out. I'll step back so you guys can see the length of my hair. So this is 5 years locked. So yeah, very cute. And I'll show you the back. I have to go on my tippy toes because and that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later. Deuces.